How we doing today? Today was a no news day. We have CPI tomorrow, and I took three trades, two losses, one winner. Um, so today wasn't really one of those days where I just got out of the trades early. Actually, the opposite. I did kind of well in that. But today I just took two losses and one winner. So we're still at that $20 day or $30 day. Let's see, $28, right? And it's just kind of like it doesn't seem like I can escape these small days. So I'll kind of go over the trades I took. I took my first trade on the ES in a long time, and I remember now why I don't trade the ES. Um, I got on the ES on this 5 minute inversion, and I'll kind of go over why. And I don't hate it still. I don't hate this model. I think today, I'll go over the trades. I took two shorts, one long. The long lost, but I could have gone to break even. But I was trying to practice holding my trades and not going to break even. And so maybe I went wrong there, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because sometimes I'll hold or I'll get out of my trade at break even because it'll hit like an internal or an external high or something, and it will run, and I'll be like, okay, why did I go to break even so early? And then other times it stops me out. So I'm trying to find a balance of what I like to do, and I don't know. I see the merit in going break even, but at the same time, I can see the merit in not going to break even. So I think it just depends on the setup. I think I kind of know why today the trade didn't really work out. But if we go into the day, we can see here, this was edited, let's see. This was edited 2 hours ago, just show in the top right corner, edited 2 hours ago. I had I did not mean to do that. I had a bearish bias, a short bias coming into the market. I wanted to see something like this, which evidently we actually kind of got it spot on. It hasn't fully played out yet, but don't know why it's not loading. But yeah, I mean, if I can remember right what I drew a pretty good prediction. What is wrong with this? Okay, here. I mean, this is what happened, is it not, right? We had this high marked out. I wanted to see this come above. This is on the Top Step X account. So this was marked out here, and I wanted to see us get into this fair value gap and go lower. I want to see these data lows. So I was bearish coming today. So if we look at the chart right now, I mean, did I not? Did I not do a great job, right, of the prediction, right? In terms of the executions, I could have done better. And I can just polish some things up, right? I'm still learning. I'm still getting better. But yeah, the first thing I saw was right off open. We moved up. And what made me not take this short here? Because this looks all right, but it obviously doesn't end up delivering. Let's kind of see. Oh yeah, the reason I didn't take it is just because it was a straight down move, right? We straight down move. We closed here. I didn't want to just take this. I didn't want to just take a straight down move. I just wasn't something I wanted to take. So I was waiting to see what the 5 minute would do here. And this is my trade. I actually think I took it on the ES. So let's see. Micro ES. I took it with 2 micros on the ES. Sounds like nothing, but the reason for that, and actually let's just go to here and we'll go double box here, like we're in, like we're at a red zone, right? Double box right here. Cool. Where were we at here? Boom. Okay. So I actually ended up taking this on ES. And the reason for it is because it looked good. We had already that kind of pullback to this inefficiency. We had an SMT with this high right here. You can see that this high did not get taken. We had an SMT. And then we inversed. So I got in short right here, targeting this low, and then that was my first take profit. So it's kind of like a 1-to-1, and then my next target would have been there's lows down here that I targeted. Got in with 2 micro contracts because, again, I haven't traded ES, I mean, in a long time. I honestly got into it just because I was like, yo, I haven't traded ES in so long. But I got in with 2 micros because I have no confidence in the ES chart. This thing moves like junk work, and yeah, the bias wasn't even horrible, but just the timing's kind of tricky on ES. Dang, I have to sneeze again, man. I sneeze every day, man. Something's wrong. But that was the first trade. I'll kind of pull that up right now. Might as well. Right, that's not it, is it? I'll just for that one. Okay. Which one is this? Boom. Okay, this trade is not the ES trade. Okay, I was looking to get in, I guess. I was looking to get on this 1 minute. I never did. I never ended up doing that. That 1 minute was right here. Let's get off the M and Q. NQ. I was actually looking to get in on this 1 minute right here and go to the buy side liquidity right here. I just ended up taking it because I was bearish on the day. It would have worked, but it wasn't really anything great. That's what the first recording was. I didn't remember. I took that. Sometimes I'll start them and I don't obviously trade it, and then I get out. So this ended up being, I believe, the trade maybe. Let's just kind of see. Okay, yeah, so we got in on ES, man. This is actually kind of cool because I haven't gotten in on ES in a while, right? We weren't going to make a killing, but it was just going to be a nice little, just get your feet wet in the ES, right? I just kind of want to see how we were talking on ES, and then I got just a massive candle, just destroyed me in one candle. I mean, this thing just started pumping, which was annoying for sure. Let's see where it goes. Did I get stopped out there yet? Yeah, I got stopped out for 61 bucks. Yeah, it literally just runs up. The inversion doesn't do squat. And I lose there. I wasn't like frustrated, but I was like, yeah, ES, man, I'm never trading you again. Like, straight up. Straight up, I was like, bro, I'm not trading this ever again. Like, this is trash. This is trash work. We're about to get this inversion on the 15-minute here. So now I'm really confident in the draw and liquidity. I don't like that we never can pull back to these fair value gaps. That just like bothers me. Like, I could have taken a trade short off of this if we got in there. We just didn't. So then what did I do? I decided to take this long here because I had conviction in this long play now. And again, I'm still trying to figure things out, right? At the time when this started running through, we had an SMT here. We had an SMT with these lows here and here. We had an SMT. And we were starting to displace, and if we pull up like the bigger time frame on ES, we were looking like this. We were wicking this 30-minute. We were starting to get reaction up higher. So I was thinking, cool, right? We have an SMT on this higher time frame as well. We had a bullish SMT, so I wasn't 100% long bias, and I wasn't 100% short bias, right? We have this SMT right here, right here. As you can see, this low doesn't get taken, or does get taken on ES and doesn't on NQ. So when we were respecting this gap right here, I was like, okay, maybe this looks bullish, right? This looks like a market maker buy model. We could be displacing through, and that wasn't crazy to think. I don't, I wouldn't say I did anything horribly wrong. I don't think I took a bad trade here. But yeah, so the reason for this next trade was that simple. I got in on this 5-minute inversion because it could have been a market maker buy model at this point, right? I mean, maybe I was looking at the wrong thing. Maybe I did something wrong. But that's just kind of how I was looking at it. So I trusted what I was looking at, and I got in there, and I had my stop below this low right here, kind of like right here. And we're going to get stopped out here, but I'll kind of bring that up. And it was frustrating to say the least taking this trade because I held it for 26 minutes. But I really think I turned a new leaf with my trading because I was working on holding the trade. You can see I get in here, and the trade was up. This is where I normally would go break even at this high. But I was like, man, we just hit this high. Like, it could easily come down. I'm only up, what, that 15 points. And, yeah, I was like, you know what? Why not just let the trade play out, right? If this trade would have gone up, this setup would have looked great. It was a setup I would like to take, and it would be fine to hold. And we were making a 5-minute fair value gap right here, so I was like, cool, this thing could open up. It could trade back down underneath my even point and rip higher. So I didn't want to, do anything and get out of the trade early or, go to break even early. And I was like, yo, I'm going to try this out. And this was hard for me to do. I ended up just going on my phone, just like doing like the New York Times Sudoku puzzle because I mean, I wanted to just get out of the trade here. I was down 60. I knew if I closed here, I'd be up on the day. And that was going through my mind. I was like, oh, maybe maybe I just get out here. What if it's wrong? And I think this is why I build the bad habits, is because this time I was wrong, right? Sometimes when I'm up in a trade, I always remember this moment instead of the times that it runs to the take profit. What if it did go to this take profit and then this take profit, and I would have had a killer day, right? About $300, $400 day. So I always think about the what if it doesn't work rather than the what if it does, which is, what can I say? But I get flashbacks to this type of day where it goes up and then it comes down to my break even point, and I'm like, I should have gotten break even, shouldn't I? And then it goes back up, and I'm like, okay, cool, this looks great. Like this is, I would have got stopped at break even if I went to break even. So I was even more just, let me just lock in here and just let me just take my mind off and just let the trade play out, kind of like trade for real. And it felt nice, but I can't lie, it did not feel good when it lost. It really didn't. It kind of sucked. It was kind of like, man, of course, it kind of feels like whenever I don't hold my trade, like yesterday I don't hold my trade and it runs straight to my target with no hesitation. And then it's like when I hold my trade, it doesn't play out the way you want. And that's why I think I have this mental battle back and forth, is just because I've seen it not play out so many times, so it's like I always convince myself that this is gonna be the trade that doesn't work out the way I want it to. So that I never get the full benefit. Like I could have just convinced myself, oh, we would have been stopped at break even. Now it's back up. Let me just be even on the day, $90, about 100 here. Like let me just get out. Maybe I get another setup. Maybe it comes down to 5 minutes and gives me a setup. And it's like, but what if it just runs to your target, right? And I never think positively. I think more just like, oh, what if it loses? So I'm proud of how I held the trade today. But I do have to recognize that I felt, and then this is when it just stops us out. But I do have to recognize the fact that I did well. I held the trade for a good amount of time. I held it for 26 minutes. And at the end of the trade, we lose. And we were down 180. And it was frustrating, right, to say the least. Because it was like, I don't hold my trade. It runs my take profit. I try and hold my trade. I try and do the right thing, and I'm wrong. So then it's like the next time it gets hard to hold your trade because it's like, okay, is this right? Is this wrong? Whatever. But then we started getting structure. We started chopping around in here. And then this candle made me feel like maybe I got FOMO'd, right? Because we got ticked out right here at this low, and it started printed this, and this looks decently bullish, but it's not really that bullish at the end of the day. It's just like a little hesitation. And then I saw this gap here, and I was thinking, okay, I had the short bias. We should have been break even on this trade. The reason why, looking back, I think I could have gone break even, or where I could have gone break even, instead of when we hit this high, I could go break even when we hit this high. And the reason for that is that, yes, we still could technically come down, rebalance this fair value gap. But if we get stopped at break even, if it rebalances down here, we should get another setup to go higher. So yes, going break even at this high is a little bit early because we get in here, we trade above, and then trades down would stop us out. But when we trade again against this high, this is when I should go break even. Or at least I'm more willing to go break even. So that's something I can learn from for sure there. But I just kind of wanted to commit to the process and be like, yo, I'm gonna hold this trade and see how it works. It didn't end up working out for me, but that's fine, right? That's part of the game. And then on the 5-minute chart, I started seeing this, and I was like, okay, wick. We held the fair value gap, then we get a close below. I unfortunately didn't get in here, even though it was where my bias was telling me I could have got in, stop above this high, maybe even stop above this candle, targeted this low, and then hold for the data lows, 110 points. Let's see if we would have gotten these lows. We wouldn't have gotten those. We would have gotten these lows. That's kind of cool to see, but maybe I'd still be holding for this. Who knows? I could have taken this trade. This would be the best trade of the day, just because we have, let's pull up the ES here, and let's see if we have a bunch of SMTs. So here, we have an SMT with, let's see, this high here. We don't have an SMT there, but we do, let's see here. We don't have an SMT there, but we do have an SMT here. At the 1030 high, we have an SMT with the 1045 high. It's kind of small. So that's a smaller time frame. We didn't really have anything going on there, but we did have the higher time frame SMT, right? This high didn't get taken. So, point being, right, we had the SMT. We were in, if we take a look at this, this 1 hour gap, we're holding, look at the bodies respecting this high. We closed below twice, and we opened here and we traded up, took out the 10 o'clock high CRT, right? See the candle low. This is a 97-point candle, ends up working out like a charm. And yeah, you could have gotten in here. I didn't personally get in here because of, and the one reason why is this fair value gap kind of shook me up a little bit. I was like, the close happened right here, as you can see on that candle. But even though the close was right there, we had this massive untapped fair value gap that I was like, okay, I kind of want to see this thing get ran through to give me a lot of confidence in the move. So that's what I did. I waited for that. Again, should I have? Probably not. But I waited for that, and then my entry actually ended up being here. And I'll kind of show you guys how I manage this trade right here. And decently happy with this performance on this trade as well, because yeah, I think I shouldn't have waited for that low, but it definitely gave, or this inversion, because it gave me a lot of confidence. I knew that I could get break even at this low, and I got in right there. It gave me, I kind of hesitated, so then it gave me a really bad fill, which is unfortunate. But let's see. Or I didn't hesitate, but I got in before it actually closed, and that didn't help me. So that's a mistake I made. I got in before the close because I was like, okay, this looks like the close. Maybe it's just not going to close. Maybe it's going to rip lower. So that was me being impatient, right? If we would have waited, right, we'll kind of skip forwards. And if we would have waited and entered on the close, we could have gotten a better fill. This is like almost 5 points difference. That's $50 on 5 micros. And yeah, so we were just having our stop above this high, risking about 260. So if we lost this, we would have been down more on the day than we would like to be. But the trade itself, I wasn't risking more than I like to. Again, getting down so low, it kind of makes it a little bit trickier to navigate because the RR is a little bit skewed, as in the break-even point. It's like the risk to break even is not really there as much as I would like it to. I'm risking around 200 to 250 to get a break even. That's kind of close, and it's like more often than not, it will wick to me, and I'll go break even, and it'll stop me out. But I was kind of just frustrated that I didn't take the move when it was presented to me. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm getting in this. I'm not going to mess around this time. I know it's going lower, right? I say I know. You never know. But I was like, it's going lower. I don't really want to miss this. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go to break even. But I was like, this is a little bit early. Hasn't even tapped that low yet. So I put it on this candle. My thought behind this was we rebalanced the order block and the inverse, and we're really close to this low. We should follow through. And I mitigate risk. Fine with that. Is it the best decision? Maybe not, but fine with that. And then it runs through. Let's see when I go break even. Okay, so it hits the low. I kind of want to see some follow through, and then I go break even, and then, okay, I let go of it there. So I've locked in break even, and it's starting to run. So it's cool. It's going, and now we hit this low, so I would definitely be at break even on this. And I was just measuring out on the micros. I was just putting at this low, 4 micros. I was going to leave a runner, just kind of trail my stop a little bit just because, I don't know, just cover a little bit of spread. Really don't want to see it bounce from here. Really want to see it go quick. And it ends up kind of just stalling for a little bit. Don't do anything crazy. And then we end up getting our take profit, which was nice because that put us on even on the day. Well, actually negative $1 on the account on the day right here. So that was nice. And I actually I thought it was on these body lows and it wasn't, but it doesn't really matter that much to me. And then the reason I ended up closing the trade was because we inversed this 1 minute. And then, we could just have souped that low. It was a 4-hour fair value gap. So I just closed it. It would have stopped me out here anyways. And it would have stopped me out here just because of my fill. So we'll just take a look at the chart. I closed it right after that. If we look at the chart here, we got fill in this candle's wick. I'll get rid of this. We got fill in this candle's wick right here. If my stop would have been at break even, we came down, we would have traded up, so I would have been stopped at break even regardless. So I did make an extra little bit, $20 here on this. So it put us up $28 on the day, and cool, right? Not looking really for much more. Now, I do want to see this 5 minute, what we do in here. I wouldn't be taking longs because I don't think that we should be generating these lows like this. I don't think we'll leave them. I actually do think there might be an opportunity to take a short. Potentially, that would be pretty valid, especially if we get in this 5 minute. Ideally, this 15 minute. But we just reached this 5 minute. I mean, this could actually be a nice setup. But yeah, that was the trade. I'm not really happy with this last short. I mean, I'm not unhappy, but I wish I had the guts to get in on this 5 minute, because this trade was a lot better. It would have been a to this low 33 points, but to this low 50 points. So maybe I take 3 off at this low, right? That would be like $200. Then I take 1 off here. That'd be another 100. So it'd be like 400. And then I hold for like, who knows, 100 points, or maybe I get up this low or whatever, right? We'd get another $100 on it. So it would have been like a $500 trade, which would have been nice, obviously, but we didn't get that. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man, this does look like it's gonna be a nice short, like turtle souping these highs right here in the 5 minute imbalance. So don't know if I'm gonna take it. I obviously will let you guys know if I do. But let's see what we got on the 5th on the ES. Yeah, ES looks all right for shorts. We haven't taken out this low yet, but I would like to see the 15-minute imbalance get traded to, if I'm being completely honest. Probably wouldn't trade shorts unless we got up into there, because that would be more of a sweep, right? We'd take out all these highs, people trading their stop loss before the final move down, and this is going to be ran aggressively. These lows, there's so many stops under these lows. This is going to be ran aggressively. I know there's a lot of people buying right here, and yeah, they're in a good move right now, but that's going to come crashing down on people that don't take profits. So that's my review for the day. Yeah, just frustrating for sure, but good learning. I'm happy with what I did today, right? $28 day, boo-hoo, but I'm happy with what I did. I took a trade. I took 2 losses. I took them on the chin. I can be completely honest. I wanted to just gamble them back. I wanted to go in with 5 full contracts, make 3 points, be up on the day. Crossed my mind. It definitely did. I even went on my demo account to take my anger out, and I did on my demo account. I made myself go down $200. I'll show you guys here. I made myself go down 200, and then I made it back because I was like, I just want to see if I can do it. And that kind of satisfied my urge to just gamble. But I suppressed it, waited for a good setup. Definitely, the first step was 2 micros, the second step was 5 micros, but still didn't risk much more than I should. So happy with that, man. Happy with that. Did well. Proud of myself today. And yeah, I mean, I got to take a loss, and I got to take a real loss. I got to take a full stop out, not a break even, not a close early. I took a full stop loss, and I had to learn how to deal with my emotions. It wasn't fun. It would have been great. It would have been fantastic to hold the trade. It traded down into here and ripped up, and I took my take profits. I would have felt great. I would have felt like amazing. But I didn't do anything different, right? Me getting stopped out on that trade is not any different than me holding it and taking a win, right? So I need to start learning and thinking in that mindset of, I'm not doing anything differently than winning or losing. It's not different. You take a good setup, it either wins or loses. You're not special. You're not a beast. You're not a miracle worker, anything like that. You're just executing on an edge that you see in the market, an opportunity you see. If it wins, great. If it loses, great. You did the same thing, right? A win and a loss, you do the same thing, because any trade can win, any trade can lose. So I need to kind of remove the euphoria of winning and the disappointment of losing, because I definitely was frustrated. But I'm glad I gave myself the opportunity to feel and recognize those real emotions and raw emotions of being frustrated, being upset. I mean, I was upset. I was like, man, I don't even care. That trading's impossible. I'm never going to succeed. I was telling myself these negative things. And then I just took a second, take a deep breath, and be like, okay, what can we look for? What can we do? How can we get out of this? And we bounced back. So very, very pleased with that again. Very, very, very pleased with that, right? Because it would have been so easy for me to just crash out, right? So again, I don't materialize a big gain on the day, right? We don't get a big gain, even though we took some trades, but that's part of it, right? That is completely part of the game, man. You're not gonna always hit home runs, and sometimes that's how you learn, right? You learn from losing, and I'm just happy with how I held the trade. I think I did a good job. So. And even on the one where I took the trade here, I think I did a good job holding it to here, right? It could be easy to, it might not look like much, but I did have to hold to my take profit, and it got me back. So, I'm happy with that too. So yeah, this is just another day in the process. Nothing special, nothing more, nothing less. And we'll be back tomorrow for CPI. Hopefully, we get some good opportunities after the news. And Real Madrid played today. Looking forward to that. Really excited for that game. I hope it's another chance for them to prove themselves and kind of show them that they're a good team. Every tough game they've played this season that's been like a tough game that's like, okay, we need to come and make a performance and make a statement. They haven't won. So this will be nice to make a statement. Like they just should, man. Like I don't know why I'm not expecting to win, but I should be expecting to win, man. It's Real Madrid, so look out for that game. It should be a banger. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Appreciate all the love and support. If you somehow made it this far in the video, I only am asking for subscribe because I know maybe 2 people are going to see this and they probably already subscribed. So I appreciate you because you probably already subscribed if you're here. But if you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscribe button, man. You guys are going to see a great journey if you like trading, if you like seeing me trade, if you like seeing me get better. Hit the subscribe. It really is motivating to see, and it really blows my mind, all of the support. If you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. Hit the like button. It's literally free, right? And it helps me out, man. It helps push my channel, and I make a little bit of money off this channel. I make about $150 a month, so that pays for my trading, and I appreciate that a lot. So that's my honest. I like posting. I like you guys' comments and support. But yeah, you can just push the like button. It helps me out and helps give me a little bit of money in my pocket. So I do appreciate that. But I completely understand if you don't want to. It's so weird, bro. I'm literally talking to nobody right now, but I know that people are gonna watch it. It's a weird realization because when I was making these videos at first, I literally didn't have anyone watch, so I knew I was talking to no one. Comment, and this you don't have to do this because it's just like normally just comment farming, but like genuinely, it blows my mind that like I'm sitting here in a room by myself. I've never met any of you guys in real life. I don't know what any of you guys look like besides your profile pictures. And the fact that someone's probably at this minute 27, listening to me talking, blows my mind. So if you get this far, comment your Epic Games handle. Comment your Epic Games handle, and I'll run. Look, man, I don't have unlimited time. I will run some games of Fortnite with some of y'all. I'll pick honestly, if anyone makes it this far, just drop your Epic Games handle. Let's run some Fortnite. I respond to every comment, so I will see your comment. If you made it this far, drop your Epic Games tag because OG Fortnite is back. I've been having a lot of fun in that game. Yesterday I played it for the first time. It was sick. It was good to be back. So drop your Epic Games handle if you like Fortnite. If you made it this far, and you don't play Fortnite, just say Fortnite's dead or something, right? Just say something like that. Because it just blows my mind, man. It blows my mind that I can sit here and talk and 2,600 people have subscribed to my channel. I don't know why. So I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to quit rambling. Clearly, I have no one to talk to. I live a very lonely life. Just trading. I'm just kidding. I have a nice family. I'm very blessed, but yeah, not being in school though. You don't really meet that many other people your age, so it is kind of boring. But I need to end this video, man. What am I doing? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.